I'm a single parent.
I'm a bit of a scamp.
I'm just your average consumer.
We are Binge Pipe!
You want more Binge Pipe programming, tough guy? How about...
You've heard of a tables, ladders, and chairs match, but this week on Wrestling is Everywhere, we are taking the competition to a new level by having it in the middle of a fully operational high-end furniture and home decor store.
I'm gonna rip you apart, sectional by sectional, armoire to footstool, because you are a sham, and matching duvet set. You're going to seasonal table runner for your life until you throw in your tea towel. You're about to hit the grounds, cause here comes the French press.
Hi, I'm looking for wall sconces.
This week on Wrestling is Everywhere.
Hey man, you succulent.
Hey, this is the Rittner family. We're unable to answer the phone right now, so leave your message after the beep and we'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. Also, it's come to our attention that someone has been taking our outgoing voicemail messages and putting them online for other people to listen to. I don't really understand it, but apparently they've gotten quite a following. Who would want to listen to that? My neighbor told me there was a think piece about it in the New Yorker. Anyway, please don't do that. We're just a normal family that values our privacy. Thank you. Oh, also, our daughter Linda called off her engagement to Brad Corey. Apparently they had a big fight. If I get more details, I'll try to add them to our next outgoing voicemail message. Anyway, here's the beep.
Step 1. Go to the web address shown here. Step 2. Enter the room code you see on the screen. Step 3. Think of a hilarious nickname. Step 4. You can think of a better name than that. Step 5. Never mind, just settle.
Hey kids, do you like sharing? Yeah! Do you like oversharing at a work event, causing a cataclysmic rift between you and your peers that you can never erase?
This week on Captain Funtime's World of Hard Adult Lessons.
What is Bitcoin? A modern system for an ever-changing world. An unprecedented level of sophistication. A road you follow, just to see where it goes. It's an indulgent gift you give yourself, and then return. It's a letter from an old friend. A knock on the door late at night. Who could survive all this rain? It's a song you hum to yourself while the bank teller fills the bag. It's a deer, sleek and innocent, and made of lightning. That letter from the old friend. This isn't their handwriting. It's hieroglyphics. The letter bursts into flame and you faint. You wake up in a rainy alley in London and hear a voice whisper, "The songbird is deadlier than the jackal in the right climate." You look behind you, but there's only an old woman embroidering. You run and barely make it on the last train out of the city. You arrive at a ship and sneak aboard. You sleep on coils of rope. The captain discovers you and says, "We're taking you to meet someone you wronged many years ago." But when the ship docks, you're left standing in front of your own door. This is Bitcoin. Also, the lightning deer is wearing sunglasses.
This is taking longer than expected. Just kidding. We prepare for everything. Everything.
Apple, fork,
highway,
telephone,
democracy,
binge pipe. We're just another thing. Don't worry about it.
There is no bottom to Binge Pipe's content pit. Here's something else to fall for.
We here at Making Murders just want to, I guess, apologize, for making so many murders. Sorry about that. Our bad.
I've made a lot of money in my life, and I've made it all in the last 24 hours. I can show you how.
So your kid's bike got ran over by a car. We fixed the frame, replaced the tires, and gave it a new paint job.
But how's my son?
We left him under the car because he's not a bike.
Goat Mayor. Goat Mayor. Goat Mayor.
A tip from Binge Pipe. To prepare for this trivia game, we recommend reading all of the encyclopedias.
I tell you what, though, man, life is different now. Life is different, especially kids. All you hear now is, can I have screen time? Can I have screen time? My nephew kept asking me that question, and I said, sure. And then I plopped him in front of my screen door. I said, that was my screen time as a kid. I have an irrational fear of change.
Hi, I'm Austin Creed, and I've got a brand new show on Binge Pipe called Hat Chat. Each episode, I travel to a different, exotic spot in this great big world of ours, meeting amazing people, and we just talk hats. Take a listen.
So this is St. Remek's Cathedral. It's more than 400 years old, making it the oldest still standing cathedral in the area.
Wow! And what kind of hat is that?
Oh, this? Oh, this is just my Milwaukee Brewers hat. I'm a big fan.
So, a baseball hat then?
Yep.
Amazing. That's Hat Chat, only on Binge Pipe.
We're waiting for players to join, so there is still time to change shirts. Not that we can see you in that terrible shirt. Looking to become a professional live streamer? It's never been easier thanks to the Binge Pipe streamer program. Just listen to these satisfied streamers.
I couldn't believe how easy it was to stream with Binge Pipe.
It was like super easy to get started.
There was almost no setup.
There was literally no setup.
No complicated sign-up process. You just click a button and stream.
Sometimes I was streaming without even clicking the button.
I'm not totally sure what that button does, actually.
I started out just streaming games, but now I can't stop streaming.
Seriously? I can't stop streaming. How do I turn this off?
I think I'm streaming right now.
The eye of Binge Pipe is unblinking.
I unplugged my webcam, but the light's still on. I put it in a drawer, but it's still weird.
Binge Pipe has mixed feelings about presenting You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. Why not subscribe to One More Thing?
Hey there, I'm Cookie, and I'll bet you $5 you can't guess my name. Oh, damn it. After the game, may I interest you two in our couple's spa package? Alright, here goes nothing.
Time for question 1.
First question. Nothing says I love you like a charred pile of animal bones. If Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones received a Mother of Dragons Day card from her kids, whose signature would not be included? Viserion, Falcor, Drogon, or Rhaegal? What'd you guys pick? Viserion, Drogon, and Rhaegal are Daenerys' 3 dragon children, but Falcor is the dog dragon thing from the Neverending Story. Neverending Story is also how book readers describe George R.R. Martin's writing process.
hallelujah, hallelujah.
How about this one? Quiet down. Which of the Marx Brothers would be least likely to get eviscerated in The Quiet Place? Groucho, Chico, Harpo, or Zeppo? Hope you like what you picked. Well, to be fair, Zeppo was really not interesting enough to kill, but no. Here's the answer that got away. In the movie The Quiet Place, the monsters hunt by sound and Harpo didn't speak. I hate seeing movies in the theater. I stopped going because, sadly, there aren't monsters that eat people who talk when they shouldn't.
Why don't we do it with Creed?
This one's known as, I want to squawk and roll. I also want to dis or dat. I'm going to read 7 names, and for each I want you to tell me if it's a rock band that has played Lollapalooza or an animal from Richard Scarry's Busy Town children's books. Don't think too hard. I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between a rock band or a Richard Scarry animal. And you're both doing this together, so look alive.
Binge Pipe's menu screen offers everything you need to start a trivia game. Binge Pipe is a streaming service that doesn't need to be real or not a joke to really revolutionize the industry and not a joke the entire digital media landscape.
I like being able to stream movies day or night, and I don't mind a lot of buffering during peak hours.
I'm a Spencer. Yeah, that's my name.
I think I'm a ghost.
We are Binge Pipe!
The following Binge Pipe content is sponsored by Mystaxis, the #1 over-the-counter medication that prevents nosebleeds caused by telekinesis. If you want peace of mind while moving pieces with your mind, then Mystaxis is right for you.
Greetings, lovers of wildlife.
Binge Pipe continues to stick with its commitment to present You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. We'll figure out how to monetize later.
Hey friends, Cookie Masterson here to tell you that Binge Pipe turns Mondays into fun days and weak ends into strong beginnings. And they have an outstanding copywriter. The nice thing about having two players, if there's a tie, winner will be decided via fencing match. Hang on tight, we're in for a ride.
Time for question 1.
To get things started, the dessert that dare not speak its name. It's true that we can't have our cake and eat it too, but let's say you wanted to eat your cake, then have it later. You have your reasons, okay? I'm no one to judge. In progression, how will your cake change its name before you can have it back? Cake bolus chyme poo, cake troche bile poo, cake amylase lipid poo, or cake glomblum cecum poo? So what'd you pick? Anybody see my wrong answer? Oh, here it is. Why didn't you pick this? After food is chewed, it's known as bolus, then in the stomach it becomes chyme, before legally changing its name to poo. And the best part is, it's all yours. You can have it.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Let's try 12 small steps for man. Imagine you're planning a girls' trip with a single goal. Rosé all day. Considering the length of its days, which of these destinations would allow you to drink wine for the longest period of time? Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, or Uranus? And how'd we do? Jupiter has the shortest day. You'd only be drinking for 10 hours. What's the point? Oh, honestly. One day on Venus is equal to 243 Earth days, so you better hit a discount liquor store before you go.
Why don't we do it with free?
Introducing Flip or Flop, and it's not just a real estate TV show, it's a dis or dat. I'm gonna read 7 words, and for each one, tell me if it's the name of an Olympic gymnastics flip or the title of a movie that flopped critically and commercially. Answer quick, you'll only have a few seconds to choose between a gymnastics flip or a movie that flopped. And you're both doing this together, so focus up. Okay, let's do it. Pike. Tuck. Fan. Star. Salto. You really excel in the middle lane. Now let's keep going. This one's called Castaway. Who doesn't know their role? You know, because they're in the wrong play. Elphaba in The Lion King, Elder Price in The Book of Mormon, Aaron Burr in Hamilton, or Kate Monster in Avenue Q. Who picked what? This is gonna hurt. Elphaba is from Wicked. There is no hiding from apparently not part of your world. Which of these Disney princesses would not find a representation of their home country at Disney World's Epcot Center? Mulan, Belle, Tiana, or Merida? Let's see how that shook out. Epcot Center's World Showcase features bite-sized versions of many countries, including China, where Mulan lives, France, where Belle was born, and the US, where Tiana hails from. But there is no tiny version of Scotland for Disney Princess Merida to mope around in. Truly a shame that we'll never experience Goofy's House of Haggis. Say goodbye to round one. Let's look at the scores I'll be sending to your parents.
Currently, player 2 is in the lead. Player 1, on the other hand, there's a soft spot on every apple. It's you. The data we have acquired demonstrates a need for an additional screw.
And remember, round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't forget to use that thing. Better get those answers in fast, player 2, before you get screwed. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2?
Really good stuff.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Next, a goal in one. What would the Untouchables have listed as their hashtag squad goals? Catch that Pablo Escobar team, arrest Bonnie and Clyde ASAP, catch Richard Nixon in the act, homies, or bring down Al Capone, yo. Okay, who chose what? The Untouchables were a team of lawmen who arrested Al Capone. Hashtag Elliot Ness Queen.
Mon béret a rétréci. 7.
Oh, here's a good one. A community of people together. Yeah, okay. Guess it's one of those questions.
Binge Pipe recommends. Because you enjoyed the characters of Viserion, Elliot, and Smaug, we recommend music by the band Vampire Weekend, Kings of Leon, 21 Pilots, or Imagine Dragons.
Okay, what'd you pick?
Viserion is one of Khaleesi's dragons, Elliot is Pete's dragon, and Smaug is his own dragon.
And despite what it says in my very outdated textbook, they are all imaginary.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of age.
Take a good look at Thanksgrieving. What would someone with syngenesiphobia most likely say at Thanksgiving? Ah, turkey! Ah, pie! Ah, cranberries! Or, ah, my parents! Okay, let's take a look. Ah, no! Syngenesiphobia is the fear of relatives. Some people are gluten intolerant, others are grandpa intolerant. Try this on for size. Detecting proper pronunciation. And uh-oh, chest strut fits lime floor.
It's time for a
Remember to type quick. That cache will be counting down until you lock in an answer. Okay, get ready. Look at the following gibberish phrase and tell me what common phrase it rhymes with. Sleuth his danger and diction. And don't let that punctuation fool you. Oh, reality. It can be super weird. bizarre. Let's take a look. Player 1. Yep, that's what I was going for. At least one of you got it. Alright, let's move on.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
Here's one I like to call the literary Nick Cannon. Which of these insults would you not hear on the MTV show Oscar Wilde and Out? Dorian is so old, his portrait grows wrinkles. They call you Ernest because you don't exist. As a husband, Sir Robert is less than ideal. Or what is this, Torvald? A house for dolls? So who got it? More like the importance of being wrong. The rest of these answers reference works written by Oscar Wilde, except for the right answer, which this isn't because An Ideal Husband is an Oscar Wilde play. And here's where the money is. Torvald is the male protagonist of A Doll's House, which was written by Henrik Ibsen, not Oscar Wilde. Of course, if this play was about your mother, it would have to be a blow-up doll. You made it to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And be careful. It's gotta be a match. Well, don't mind me then. Here's your clue. Warning. This film contains... Sometimes the regular movie warnings aren't enough. Good luck. Player 1's got it! Way to go, Player 1. Sometimes you win big, and sometimes you're everybody else in this game.
You don't know Jack!
Hello, listeners. If you love podcasts, you'll love our new show. We collect clips of everybody's favorite part of podcasting, apologizing for the quality of the podcast. Please enjoy every excuse, justification, and admission of laziness.
Welcome to the Great Ping Pong Debate. I want to apologize for the echo.
The Binge Pipe menu screen is now trending. Binge Pipe's user algorithm doesn't focus on the content you want, it provides the content you need. If you can't find the programming you're looking for, we can mathematically prove you shouldn't.
I'm a gamer.
I'm that guy at work who won't stop quoting Caddyshack.
I'm Mark Twain, and this is Jurassic Park.
We are Binge Pipe!
Going outdoors has become obsolete thanks to these Binge Pipe programs.
Dad? It's Scraps. He's not moving.
I'm sorry, Patrick. We have to remember, Scraps had a long, happy life.
Do you think he'll be okay?
I don't know, buddy. I just don't know.
Ah, what a sad scene. You know what no one likes? Losing a family pet. You know what everyone likes? Solving a crime. I'm Huck Dagfield, founder of How to Host a Pet Murder, the theatrical experience that reframes your pet's exploration as an immersive whodunit. Hey there, little Patrick, what if I told you Scraps was murdered?
But he's just laying at the bottom of the stairs.
So you gotta ask yourself, what kind of a...
Binge Pipe regrettably informs you that we brought back You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. If you want privacy, subscribe to a bookshelf.
Hello, my name is Cookie, and it's been about 4 years since I've hosted a trivia game.
Hi, Cookie.
Looks like a good group. Be careful not to have too much fun, or you might coalesce into a makeshift family that's really there for each other in times of trouble. And right this way.
Time for question 1.
First, there's a spoiler at the end of this question. Lenny dies at the end. Oh, crap, I read the wrong card. That was supposed to go at the end of the question. Okay, how about this? What classic work of literature did I just ruin? For Whom the Bell Tolls, Of Mice and Men, Gone with the Wind, or As I Lay Dying? Let's see who got it. Yep, George kills Lenny to save him from a worse fate. Yeah, it's a sad ending that is forever burned in my brain because of the weird amount of Looney Tunes shorts that parody that scene.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Behold, every kiss begins with Klimt. If you've ever been in a college dorm, you know that Gustav Klimt painted the kiss, but I'm pretty sure he didn't paint anything called The Next Day Phone Call or The Making a Real Commitment to This Relationship. If the lady from the Viennese painting The Kiss were depicted going to town on a traditional Viennese dessert, what would that painting of her eating her Viennese feelings be called? The tearful tiramisu? The soft stuffing in a soccer tort, the pitiful profiteroles, or the choking on a croquembouche? I love this part. Curious? Here it is. Soccer tort is a decadent chocolate cake that was invented by Franz Soccer in Vienna, and it's just fun to say. Soccer tort. In the end, chocolate will never break your heart.
Why don't we do it with free?
Up next, find the leakers, and it's a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 phrases, and for each, I want you to tell me if it's Donald Trump's 11-step formula for business success from The Art of the Deal, or advice from WebMD on how to prevent bedwetting. Don't think too hard. I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between Donald Trump or bedwetting. And you're all doing this together, so look alive. Ready? Let's go. Think big. Reward system. Deliver the goods. Leverage. Address misconceptions. Encouragement. Have fun. Well, that was mostly miserable. But player 3, you really dropped the ball.
The binge pipe algorithm has detected hurt feelings.
Looks like it's screw time.
That's right, Cookie. Using the screw makes it harder for all the other players to answer in a variety of pleasurable ways. And you'll receive a monetary bonus for anyone who answers incorrectly.
Great, thanks.
Binge pipe, your loyal friend that's also a company.
I don't need you anymore.
I call this one, you up on your geography? Which of these would be an example of sliding into someone's DMZ? Hey, Nicaragua, checking out your border with Honduras. Hi, Ireland, visiting your border with Northern Ireland. What's up, India? Hanging out on your border with Nepal. Or South Korea, just passing through your border with North Korea. So what'd you pick? The border between North and South Korea is a well-known DMZ, or demilitarized zone. But every once in a while it can get some military action, usually when Kim Jong-un is feeling lonely and had a couple glasses of wine. Next up, and now, a very special This Is Us. Oh man, I just hear the title of the TV show This Is Us and I start crying. I don't understand. Where are these tears even coming from? The lacrimal gland, the adrenal glands, the pituitary gland, or the olfactory gland. Who picked what? The lacrimal gland's function is to produce tears, so these tears are coming from there. It's a gland I certainly don't use, especially when I think about all the hardship Kate and Toby have gone through this year. Oh, come on! Round 1 is over. Numbers, show me numbers.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 3, on the other hand, you could use a little help, and there's no shame in that. We have another screw to help our targeted numbers.
And don't forget, round 2 screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So do not be afraid to use that thing. The rest of you better answer fast if you don't want to be screwed. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2.
I feel good about this.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Why not try Canada? If Canadian filmmakers did a reboot of Das Boot, what would it be about? A submarine, a battleship, an aircraft carrier, or a cruiser? Okay, who chose what? In a word, that is not the correct answer to this You Don't Know Jack question. Want to see the right answer? The 1981 film Das Boot tells the story of a German U-boat, aka a submarine, in World War II.
Hey, question!
At Binge Pipe, we value your needs. Would you like a question with nothing to hide or a question with an ulterior motive? Contribute your percentage of the choice now. Well, that was a waste of time. Binge Pipe will choose for you.
Je trouve Jerry Lewis sonnant légèrement amusant. 7.
Next, a question with an ulterior motive. Hey, so just hypothetically, if anybody were to ask where I was on November 24th, 1971, what would you say? Wasn't that the day the Lindbergh baby was kidnapped? Wasn't that the day D.B. Cooper hijacked a plane? Wasn't that the day the Black Dahlia was found? Or Cookie was with me the whole day, officer. Let's see how that shook out. Oh, I want to believe you'd say that, I really do, but the fact is you know too much. Let's take your score out for a nice long drive. Well, nobody got this one, so let's just move on with our lives. Oh yeah, I guess the criminal known as D.B. Cooper hijacked a plane and stole $200,000 on November 24th, 1971, and then vanished without a trace. Weird. Not that I was trying to get an alibi from you or anything. I'm just saying maybe some of this old soggy money just happens to find its way to your score.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of age.
There is no hiding from the internet is sick. Which of these online sensations would not be a viral video? Keyboard cat gets rabies, Charlie bit my finger and gave me tuberculosis, grape lady falls and gets mumps, or sneezing panda might have hepatitis C. So who got it? This might be discouraging. Here's what a right answer looks like. Tuberculosis is a bacterial infection. The other diseases are viral. So wash your hands, unless you want to go full-blown YouTube star. Here we have, when you're here, you're damned. Let's say Greek mythic figure Tantalus is enduring his eternal punishment at an Olive Garden. What's the big difference in his never-ending pasta bowl? It's made out of people, it's always just out of reach, it tastes like ashes, or he can never stop eating it. Okay, what'd you pick? That happened to me once, and my Yelp review was scathing. As punishment, Tantalus stood beneath a branch of fruit that moved away when he reached for it. You want torture? Try getting a third helping of breadsticks on a Friday night. I can see them in the kitchen!
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
Feast your eyes upon this. Type equals squiggly bracket writer, comma, archaic squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
BingePipe acquired a ton of private user data, and now they need a little help making sense of it.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah,
Wanted, lyre accompanist for poetry. Wanted, activities for exile. Wanted, ladies for sex. Whose search history have we acquired? Aristotle, Rupi Kaur, Sappho, or Robert Frost?
Hope you like what you picked. I hate to spoil the surprise, but nobody got it.
Sappho is a lyric poet from ancient Greece who was exiled to Sicily. Her reputation with women on her home island of Lesbos led to the creation of the term lesbian.
Well, hold on. How do you spell that again? S-A-P-P-H-O. Okay, I'm just gonna bookmark that for later. Welcome to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And don't forget, it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Official slogans. We all love brands and their slogans, right? Good luck. Player 2 takes it! Wow, Player 2, I wish I could avoid calories the way you avoid points, and yet compared to the competition, I might as well just congratulate you for remembering to breathe. Yes, it was a race to the bottom, but once you got there, you discovered... You don't know Jack!
Hey kids, do you know what it means to be a friend?
Binge Pipe's menu screen not only looks good, it's also functional. There are traditional streaming services, and then there's Binge Pipe. What's the difference? How is Binge Pipe superior? Is Binge Pipe even a real streaming service? Why so many questions? Is it hot in here? What's that over there?
I'm insufferable.
I'm just some dude that still has his old roommate's password.
I'm gonna live forever.
We are Binge Pipe.
If you value joy, check out this Binge Pipe programming content.
Susan, you are cold and unrelatable, and no one likes your peanut noodle salad.
But I always make that.
And everyone hates you for it. Here at Tear Down to Build Up, we're the first home improvement show that emotionally tears down individuals, giving...
Binge Pipe is ignoring our lawyers and presenting You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. Remember the dog your parents said went to live on a farm? We have him. Keep watching.
Hey, I'm Cookie, and this is You Don't Know Jack, a game that's easy to learn, but easy to master. Wait. A two-player game. You guys sure you don't want to play chess? Or, like, go outside? Okay, let's see what happens.
Time for question 1.
To get things rolling, goo goo gaga. If a pregnant woman wants to make sure foul language isn't the first thing her baby hears, which of the following movie nights should she skip? Watching Seven at 7 weeks, watching 12 Monkeys at 12 weeks, watching 25th Hour at 25 weeks, or watching The 40-Year-Old Virgin at 40 weeks. Okay, let's take a look. Around week 25 and 26 of pregnancy, babies start to hear sounds from outside the womb. It's also the best time to introduce your baby to actor Barry Pepper, so tough decision.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Coming up, McCarthyisms. Help me remember something. What's that movie where Melissa McCarthy plays the loud, boisterous, yet lovable woman with no filter? I think she robs a burger joint in it. Identity Thief, Tammy, Bridesmaids, or The Heat? And how'd we do? This was only posing as the right answer. Oh yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. I would hate if I was only known for my loud and lovable voice, which is why I focus on just being loud.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Take a good look at First Housewives Club. Are we all gathered? Good. It's time for Dis or Dat. I'm going to list off 7 things, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a tagline from one of the Real Housewives of New York City, or a quote from famous First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between Real Housewives or Eleanor Roosevelt. And you're both doing this together, so pay attention. All set? Here we go. Happiness is not a goal, it's a byproduct. I never feel guilty about being privileged. 100%. If you can't handle the truth, you can't handle me. I'm living the American dream one mistake at a time. A woman's like a tea bag. You can't tell how strong she is until you put her in hot water. I plan for the future, but live in the moment. That was nice and forgettable. Let's get on with it, shall we?
I don't need you anymore.
How about this one? Tom Hardy Boys. The Revenant, Mad Max, Bane. I love Tom Hardy, but I cannot understand anything he's ever said in a movie.
It always sounds like this.
If Tom Hardy actually lost the ability to speak coherently, what part of the brain might he have damaged? The hypothalamus, Broca's area, the hypoglossal area, or the medulla? Let's see who got it. Sucks to be you. Were you thinking this one? Damage to Broca's area creates a condition where a person can understand language but cannot speak coherently. Apparently, if the area is damaged, the person doesn't even know they fart rain macadamia moo moo Delaware. Very sad. Try this on for size. I suspect foul play. I've started getting into that show Riverdale, or as I like to call it, Steamy Archie. For our older players, yes, it's a teen drama based on the Archie comics, and no, I'm not making that up. Imagine a shocking episode of Riverdale that reveals Jason Blossom's murderer to be an Ithia Americana mallard. This means the culprit was a redhead, a blonde, a brunette, or a jughead. What'd you guys pick? Bad job. Now pay attention. Ithia americana is a species of duck named the redhead. It's known for its, wait for it, bright red head. I know, right? I should check Urban Dictionary to make sure Steamy Archie doesn't already mean something. No, forget it. I'm probably better off not knowing. Round 1 is dead to me. Let's see who deserves my love.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, you're highly valued, but your score is not. Looks like someone needs a little more help.
And keep in mind, round 2 screws screw even harder, and you'll net more cash for each player that answers wrong. So don't be shy about using that thing. Better get those answers in fast, player 1, before you get screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
I am feeling joy.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Here's one I like to call, You're so Bane, you probably think this question's about you. If Bane from The Dark Knight Rises hooks his signature mask up to a CPAP machine, what would he say before turning it on?
Vape life, Batman. It's for my sleep apnea. Time for a little aromatherapy.
Or
stupid polio.
Okay, who chose what? A CPAP machine provides airflow for people who suffer from sleep apnea. I don't mind admitting I use one, and it allowed me to sleep soundly through most of The Dark Knight Rises.
Mon béret a rétréci. 7.
It's time for Octopus Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein.
Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. It's monster.
John Lennon's alter ego in Yellow Submarine. Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. Okay, let's take a look. I thought it was obvious it was this one. In the 1968 animated film Yellow Submarine, John Lennon is introduced as Frankenstein's monster.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of eight.
This one's known as This Pizza Place is Under New Management. And hey, stress cut with Mimesore.
It's time for a
delicious film.
Get those typing fingers ready because the longer you take, the less money you make. Okay, head in the game. Look at the gibberish phrase and tell me what common phrase it rhymes with. Fascists who crashes crust you trust. And don't worry about that punctuation. It's the circle of life. But it's more about death. Powder to powder, dirt to dirt. Watch close. Okay, let's move along. Behold. Looks like Judas dined and dashed. What would you most likely have seen on Jesus' bill for the Last Supper? Party of 10, automatic 18% gratuity. Party of 13, automatic 18% gratuity. Party of 15, automatic 18% gratuity. Or Party of 22, automatic 18% gratuity. So who got it? The Last Supper depicts Jesus and his 12 disciples. And that 18% gratuity line was, I guess, gratuitous. This one's called, What If They Read Game of Thrones in Game of Thrones? What Ian McEwan novel would Cersei Lannister and her brother Jaime most identify with and enjoy as part of their winter book club? Amsterdam, The Children Act, The Cement Garden, or Atonement? So what'd you pick? I think you know it's coming. Well, now you have a wrong to atone for. Oh, what might have been. Ian McEwan's The Cement Garden is about a brother and sister who fall in love, so that would really speak to Cersei and Jaime Lannister. Spoiler warning, The Cement Garden would be a great nickname for Jorah Mormont. It's time for the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And be careful. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. I know the general area. I'll give you the general area. You tell me what real and fictional things belong. Player one wins! Nice work, Player One. That was a photo finish. A terrible backlit weird angle photo finish. But still,
You don't know Jack!
Binge Pipe not only gives you quality content, we provide menu screens to reach that content.